This is David Mamet of Lotto Odds. It is May 1st, 2025. Okay, so this is going to be part three of the videos that I created these past couple of days in reference to the draw count feature. So we have got the draw count. Here we modified it. Hold on, let me show you. All right. So it looks like this now. All right, and I've got a lot of members who are interested in how this thing works in my past videos, what I talked about. I'm going to show you another example, okay? It's pretty cool, and we're going to make it easy for you. We're gonna automate this for you, so you're not going to have too much difficulty. But you got to remember something too. This is a new methodology, so we're learning as we're going too, with this, and but we're testing as well, and the testing is coming out really good. Okay, so we'll keep testing and we'll keep coding and putting this thing together. And when it's done, hopefully next week, we'll release it to you guys. But I've got members who are really interested in here and they want to start doing it manually. So I'm going to go over this again, start explaining it. Okay, here's the explanation. Okay, do you see this border here that's green? And do you see this border here that's brown? Okay, within these, okay, the first four, and next is going to be five here. This is L1 page. You'll see it. If you mix these pairs up, these borders are not going to be correct. They're going to be mixed. They're going to be. They only refer to page one here. Okay, default. Because remember, asked me about that. Okay, so I'm just clarifying that. So when you're on L1 page, you will see the border here green and the border here brown, and basically it's just the first four and next five. So if you isolate certain pair sums or whatever, just count four and then five. Four, the first four is green. Next five is brown. That's it. Very simple. Now, here is the idea, and I've mentioned it in the past two videos. Here's the winner, 723, right? Back, right? And FSB, okay? Within the past 9 draws, because that's what we're mixing in, 9 draws. We're not touching the red. Why? Because of look. Look at the red. Look at the red. It contains all the pairs. It could go up to 100 draws. Okay, that's the desert out there, man. You want to stay within here, within the green and brown. And they hit a lot. Look, green, brown. Look at that. Green, green. Look at all the greens. Look at all the greens. Look at the browns. Okay, look at that. Look at that run. That's what you're going for when you're doing this. Okay, so you may lose one or two over here, or three, or whatever, but then you're only dealing with maybe one pair or two pairs or whatever. Very few numbers, especially when I isolate a pair sum, right? But then you're hitting all these wins, right? So now let's think about this. Put on your thinking cap. If the winner is B, FSB, right? Back FSB, right? If that is it, right? Which it is, okay? No matter how much you mix the past 9 draws, they all must have a back and FSB in them, okay? All of them. And the more you mix them up, the more you mix them up, okay, the more other pairs will drop off and you'll have a back FSB remaining, and you may have one other pair or whatever, but it reduces it. There are 18 different pairs. 18. Here they go. All 18. By doing it this way, you're able to reduce them and see how few numbers that you have. Okay? And we're going to go through this real quick. Okay? So when I say mix them up, I'm talking about utilizing the pair sums to mix up the pairs. What happens if you isolate just yellow? That's like one page, right? Look, L1 is actually one page. L1 is the default page, right? L1 is the default page. Let's call that page 1. And then if you isolate the yellow, let's call that page 2. If you isolate, always keep, the top. When you're testing this, always keep the winner on the top. But change this in the back. So you keep the winner at the top, okay? And then when you change the 9, 9, prior draws 9, right? That's if you didn't see it. Say, for example, you were shooting for the next winner and you didn't see it, right? You're using the prior 9. That's what we're doing here. We're back testing, okay? So don't change that top with the back front. Change the bottom. I'm going to show you example, okay? So the second page would be, say, with the 723, you'll change to 8, all 8s. Pair some 8s, pair some 9s, pair some 10s. Whatever you mix with this winner here, okay, make sure you're grabbing just the prior 9 draws. Just like if you were going for the next winner here, you're going to be working with these 9 draws. It's right here. The greens, the 9s. These are 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, green. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, brown. That's what you're doing. When you're back testing it, you're keeping the winner here. You're not removing the back FSB, and you're just changing these by utilizing the pair sums. Like this. You just turn this off, right? Hold on, turn it off. And look at this. You look at this. You got almost all the pair sums. You got the uh, pink, brown, and look at this, green and yellow. Okay, it's like all of them you could do pages on. So what you're doing is just you're turning off these, right? You're going to leave, and this is what I'm showing you how you mix up the pairs, right? So you're going to turn off all these. You're going to leave the winner, which is 723, right? The winner was 723. Yeah, 723. You're going to not touch that because we're back testing. 723. There you go. Okay, so now you can do, this is page 2. You isolate all 723, get the past 9 prior to the winner, and check the pairs. We're going to do that in a minute. Hold on. Now, the next page you could do, let's say, pair sum. You did 7 pair sum. Hold on. You have to do this. Turn on that too. Turn on both. Okay, so you got mix. You mix it up. 723 was the winner, then 732, and then his 23 as well. You know, mix them up. Okay, and it's really good. You can mix them up if you don't want. It doesn't matter. It'll still come out the same. Okay, so now let's do here. Let's turn off that and let's do the 8s. Let's see how the 8s, and then that could be page number 3. Okay, here's the still the winners up here. Page number 3. We'll take the past 9, right, and compare the pairs. Now we could do 9. We could do 9, right? We're mixing up the prior. Look, we could do 9 like that, and this could be page number. What was it? Page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. Page number 3, okay? Let me show you how it works, okay? Like that. Look. All right, hold on. Let me get this here. Let me minimize this. Hold on so you can see it better. Reduce. Okay. All right. All right. You can expand the video, okay? Anyway, and I will try to expand it here. It doesn't allow me to. I don't know, this is weird. Sometimes I could expand it, sometimes I don't. I can't. I don't know why. It's not a lock. Hold on. Huh, that's weird. I have to use this bar here. All right, I'll use this bar. This is better view, right? Okay, there you go. All right, so look, page 1. That's L1. Look at mixture. This is what we first saw, right? Look, mixed pair sums. This is the pairs mixed with the greens. The first 4 is green. Next 5 is green. See, this is the one up top. Here's the 9. That's what you're looking for when you back test this. Here's page 2. We isolated the yellow. Here's page 3. We isolated the pink, and we kept the 723 up there. Look at that. We mixed a 723 down here with the yellow. We threw it in. What the hell? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you do it. They must have a matching back FSB. And this is how you can reduce them. Watch. All right, look. And this is page 4. We took all the 9s with the yellow winner. Here's page 5. We took all the greens with the yellow winner. Now let's go through them, okay? What's the winner pair? Back FSB. Look at the green. Here's the back pair. Here's the FSB. Now let's go with all the yellows. Look at the green. Okay, where's the back? Here's the back. Here's the FSB. Let's go with the pink. Where's the back? Here's the back. Here's the FSB. Okay, let's go with page 4 with the 9s. Where's the back? There's the back. There's the FSB. Okay, and let's go here with the 10s. There's the back. There's the FSB. Okay, sometimes they'll be mixed. Sometimes it'll be like brown, green. Some of these like this. These all came out green, green. Okay, and you could test it yourself, back test it. We're still testing it. This is a new methodology, but it's powerful. Now, what you need to do now, when you isolate where those pair patterns are that matches the winner back in FSB, okay, they have to match. Now, remove the non-matching pairs. Okay, when I say that, it has to be with, look, this is L1 column, this is M3C column. You have to match the columns with the columns. Okay, that's how you do. Okay, so look, L1, you have FSB, back and front. Look at here, you have FSB and back. That means now the front has dropped. So you only deal with FSB back with this one. Let's go to this, FSB back. Okay, you don't even need to deal with this a split because there's no split here. They have, okay, they have to have it in all five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. The same identical pattern must be connected in all the pages because no matter what you change in the prior 9, okay, they must be producing the back in FSB, okay? So they must all have the same pair in them in the back, okay? So here, drop the S, you only have FSB and back. Okay, here, page 4, you have the FSB and back. Here, in page 5, you have just the back, okay? Look at that. You just dropped the FSB. So now you in the first column, L1, you no longer have the FSB. You only have back. Back matches in all of the 5. That means, guess what? L1 green takes a back. Now let's try the M3C. M3C, you have FSB. Okay, FSB is the winner right there. Here's the FSB. The next page that you mixed, here's the FSB. Next page with the pink, here's FSB. And here, page 4, here's FSB. Page 5, here's FSB. And all happen to be in the green this time. And look, now you have green. Guess what? The only possible winner that could have won if they all wound up in the green was FSB back. FSB back. You see that? FSB back. And there's FSB back. Okay, FSB back. All right? That's how it works, and we're still researching this, okay? So if you're working with FSB back, or I should be saying back FSB, right? Back FSB. If you're only working with that, then this is how it translates into the numbers. So we're dealing with 723 and only back FSB. So 723. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Turn off this. Let's go here with the yellow. 723. We got to isolate 23 here. And we said back FSB. Where's back FSB? It is right there. Back FSB. Is there any other back FSB right there? Back FSB. Back FSB. And that's it. So if you were working for the next draw, you're not going to have anything for the singles here. Okay, but the doubles would be 0, 5, 5, 2, 5, 5. So if it was going to win next with the same pattern, back FSB, you're looking at just the doubles here. And remember, this is auto predict. Numbers change after each draw. That's why you have to update them. So for that draw, for this draw here, okay, 146 had come out with back FSB. Okay, and if you had done it for the evening draw on May 1st and you did it like this, back FSB, you would have had 146 in that draw. But look how many little numbers, how many few numbers, only 2. That is crazy. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what we're going to do for you. We're going to automate this for you. And again, this is very new methodology. We're still learning about this, but it's working. It works and it makes sense, okay? Because no matter how you mix the 9 prior draws, they must have the same back front in them, back FSB in them, okay? So if you get multiple pages, look what happened. One, you go from one to another, and then one of them is going to drop a pair, and then another one will drop another pair. So then you wind up with only 2 pairs, a back and FSB, which can only be the possible winner for the next winner. And guess what? Back FSB won. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so hold on. I'm going to show you what we're going to do for you to make this simple. All right, we're going to automate this for you. So we'll do some, we're still going through how we're going to automate this for you to make this so easy. Like, for example, we'll take page L1, okay, and then do page 2, and then page 3, page 4. We may do like we just did here, okay, just take it with the pair sums, isolate the pair sums, okay, with, but it'll be the next 9 pair sums, right? The prior 9 pair sums like that. So for example, here, page 1 would be this, and then page 2 would be this, and then page 3 would be with the pink, and then the brown, then the green, like that. So we're still working on it, okay? But I hope that answers your question. You can do this manually. What you can do is you can create something like this, okay? Watch. Something like this, all right? And you can create uh, input pairs, like boxes like that, right? Green and brown, and you can input L1 and M3C columns there for, say, first page. All right, it'll be L1. You could do it like that, and then go to page 2, page 3, add them, right? Like I just showed you, like isolating that, creating page 1, page 2, page 3. L1 was page 1, right? Isolating the yellows, page 2, isolating the greens, page 3, isolating 4, right? Like that. And you could do like this, and then match the pairs. Okay, you could do it that way. All right. So that was a very simple way of doing it. All right. So you could also you could add these on like that. Okay, where the green. These are all the combinations of here. You see green, or brown. If you have brown, or it'll be brown green or green brown, like that. That's all you have with the draw count colors. Okay, you could do it that way. Okay. But anyway, give us time to put this together and create an automated feature for you. And all you have to do is just come here, click a button or whatever, and it'll just populate it for you. Okay? And that is it. I wish you the best.